In this video, we're going to go over the 2021-22 NBA Prizm packs that are just about to drop. Now, we're going to be covering the base, the parallels, the inserts, the mint counts, the players, and I'm going to introduce you to the checklist that I made so you can keep track of your own collection. Let's get into that right now. Now, this was a huge surprise that Panini threw at us. They said for the first time, Panini's landmark Prizm NBA basketball product will debut on the Panini NFT platform before it arrives in hobby shops and online. Be ready starting Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central. Now, this is big news. Guys, beforehand, Panini would release the physical product. It'd be in these sports card shops and Walmart, Target. You buy it on their website, and then a while down the road, we would get the NFT. Now they're going NFT first. We're gonna get the debut exclusive, and then it will show up in online and in shops later down the road. So that's very exciting. It's just verifying that the switch is happening to where NFTs are going to be taking more and more market share, and I'm really excited that this happened. For people who are excited about this next NBA Prizm release, they can't just go watch people doing pack break openings or go to their local shop. They have to come to the blockchain if they want to take a look at these cards and hopefully convert some people over from the physical side to the NFT side. So this is a really good look. Now, I'm filming this video on Tuesday night, and it is tomorrow, Wednesday, November the 3rd, 10 a.m. Central, when these packs are going to be launching. And you can click this link here, paniniamerica.net/blockchain.html. You can just go to the Panini website and click on blockchain and you'll see it. You might want to get there right away. We haven't had NBA packs in a while. Plus, this is, a brand new set. Where people are able to get the newest rookies for the first time. It's also an NFT exclusive, so these might go a lot faster than the previous base packs. Now, it's hard to tell, so I'm not even going to predict, are they going to sell in a few minutes, by the end of the day? It's hard to tell. I don't think they're going to sell out in minutes, but, I don't think it'll last the whole day either, although it really is hard to judge. The point is if you don't want to miss out, you might want to set your alarms and be there right away. Now, it's going to be the same thing as last time, 10 packs per transaction, and you can make multiple transactions. There's 3 base cards in a pack, and they haven't announced this yet, but all their base cards have always sold for $10, and I would expect them to continue that. Okay guys, well, I made a checklist. I made a checklist for the previous sets, baseball, UFC, and the NBA, and I'm continuing that with this next Prizm release. And so I'm going to, in the YouTube description and as a pinned comment, give you the download link if you want to download the checklist. Now, Panini does have their own checklist, but it's not as neat and tidy as mine, my opinion at least. You can take a look at both and use whatever one suits you, but it will have the same information. Although I do have a page of extra information which I will show you. Now, before we get into the checklist, let me just show you a sneak peek at some of the cards that you can find in this set. Now, I did go over these in my weekly review, but I'll just quickly go through them again. We got Cade Cunningham, that's at a 750. Luka, 750. Steve Nash, out of 1,000. Wilt Chamberlain, out of 1,000. Pete, out of 1,000. Patrick, out of 1,000. LaMelo Ball at a 1,250. We'll go over, how many different mint sizes there are very soon. Tyrese out of 2,000, and Giannis out of 500. Evan Mobley out of 750, and LeBron out of 500. So those are just kind of a sneak peek at some of the cards and their mint counts. So this is my 2021-22 NBA checklist right here. You'll see the different tabs there on the bottom. So the first page is a message from me. Then we have base. Finally, we have the parallels. I have a little P in brackets with the parallels, and then you will find the different inserts right after. So this first page right here, I have some information. Now right here we have the 2021 and the 2020 NBA awards, so you can just kind of look at some of the names here, just to kind of show you if you're unfamiliar with the different players, you're wondering who's hot, who has real upside. You can kind of look at these and maybe collect some of these players. And then we have the ESPN, I just got to correct that, that's the top 25 players of the season. So you can take a look there. Then we have the NBA #1 draft picks as well as the NBA Finals MVP. Now there's a lot of carryover. If you have my 2020 list, you'll find some of the same ones there. Shaquille O'Neal has been removed as he doesn't have a base card. And then we have a couple new ones as well. Wilt Chamberlain, Hakeem, Patrick Ewing, Chris Webber. There's a few others as well. So you can take a look at those, and hopefully those help you to make informed decisions on who might be good hits if you're unfamiliar. Okay, so this is the base page, and they have 330 different players for you to collect. Now the mint sizes vary, but over 2/3 of them have this 2,000 mint count. Now that is a slight inflation from last year. Last year's was at $17.99. They didn't have any short prints, just all 300 were $17.99. Now they have 330 for you to collect, and about 2/3 of them are 2,000. Now as far as the short mints, there's 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, and 1,500. 500, I believe it's just Giannis and LeBron James, just those two. 1,500, I think, is just one as well, Joel Embiid. And then most of them are at the 750 or 1,000 level as far as the short prints. The other one, I can't remember, I think I had like 5 or so different players. So you got about just over 100 short prints for you to collect in this set. Let me show you how this works. So let's just say you open your first pack and one of your cards is Carmelo Anthony. So you would come here, and under the card serial number, you would put the serial number. So let's just say you get number 300. There you go. Now, if you got an additional one in your packs, you can just kind of add that with a comma. You pull a rare one, let's say number 45, put a comma, 300. And so now that's just showing you have 2 different Carmelo Anthony cards in your collection. Sometimes I like to, like personally with mine, you can do this as you want, but when I collect one, I like to give it a different look. You know, I will just highlight the row just as a quick way for me to see. This is great for set builders, so you can quickly see which ones you don't have yet. Then what I would do is under the date, so we got November the 3rd, you know, you can put in the player name, the serial number, you got number 45, and the purchase price. So if you buy it on the secondary market, you can put that there, or if you put it in a pack, you can just put, you know, pack. And then let's just say you go ahead and you sell the card down the road. So then you can put down, hey, you know what, I sold this for $10, and then the net, how much I received after Panini and PayPal's fees, let's just say it's $8, and you sold it the day after on November 4th. And then once again, I like to, whenever I sell a card, I like to just kind of highlight to let me know, hey, that one's gone and not in my collection. So that's how I do my own. Of course, you can customize this as you want. This is just kind of giving you a foundation, but you do whatever works for you. So now these are the different parallels that we have. We have the silver, the gold, the diamond, the green ice, pulsar, and blue wave. Let's look at them individually. So the silvers are out of 149. The golds are out of 10, as well as they have the gold vinyls, which are 1 of 1s. Those are usually sold by Dutch auction. Then we have the 75th anniversary diamond. These are out of 99. Then we have the green ice. Now they had green ice in the first one, but those were the debut cards, so those were only out of 2. These green ice ones are going to be out of 99. Then we have Pulsar, which is out of 299, and finally Blue Wave, which is out of 499, which is very close to the same mint count as the insert cards, which are all out of 500. So if you collect any of these different parallels, they're going to have the entire 330 base set, but just have that different design and different mint count. Now remember, it's only the base that has varying mint counts. When you get to the parallels, all players will have the same amount. So there's not going to be any short mints in the Blue Wave. They're all going to be out of 499, so you can keep that in mind. Moving on to the inserts, we have 4 different inserts that are coming. 2 of them are carryovers from the last season, which are the High Voltage and the Marbles. And then we have 2 new ones, which are Jamtastic and Prismatic. Now, all of the inserts are the same. They are all out of 500, but they have a lower amount of players, and they have varying different players as well. So now, beforehand, when they released the physical first, I was able to compare the physical with the blockchain list, find the one missing card, and know that was the challenge card. However, the print release is coming second, and it's the blockchain which is debuting, and because of that, I can't compare it to a print list, and therefore the challenge rewards, unfortunately I'm not able to spoil this time, and we'll have to be all surprised together. But we do know that there are challenge rewards. As I was going through the list, I was able to see gaps, like for example, one started at number 2, another one had, I think it was like number 4 and then number 6, and so I could tell that there was some gaps. Usually there's only one challenge reward per insert set, but with the Color Blast, I think they had 5 different rewards for that one, so it's not just to say that they're only limited to one. There could be more than one. Even for the UFC, the Color Blast, they've had 2, so at least one, possibly more. So the Hoops High Voltage, there are 25 different cards here. For the Marvels, they have 20. You'll see some names too as well that they don't have in the base set. Like for example, we got Charles Barkley. I thought there was one more as well. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal doesn't have a base card even though he was in the last set. So there are going to be some rare gems for you to find, ones that, especially the ones that have inserts but no base cards. Then they're Jamtastic. We got 15 different players here. And then finally Prismatic. This is the biggest one, and this is going to have 30. Now this was the Discord post from Panini Austin that announced this new NBA Prizm set. And this is what I want to focus on. So he just says that, he expects them to go fast. It's a debut. Kind of the same things we read with the tweet there from Panini America. But this is the important extra piece of information. Stay tuned all this month as we release additional Prizm parallels and other Panini brands that will make their 2021 debut exclusively on the NFT platform. And so what we get from this is we're not going to have to wait long for parallels and inserts. We can expect November to be jam-packed with all kinds of NBA releases, and that makes it very exciting. So I don't expect there to be any lulls in November. I think we're just going to go week after week. We're going to hit, a parallel or an insert. We know we got football packs by the end of the year. We know the UFC Chronicles is coming right away. So I think this is also going to carry into December as well. And so it's exciting to have NBA players back on the court playing games. Panini has said that they were waiting on their marketing for things to line up. One of those things is that, the NBA players got to be on court playing games. The other thing is that they actually have to have a new release to promote. And so now NBA games are being played. We got a brand new release. November is going to be packed full of releases, and we can expect that, especially for the NBA, that we'll see a lot more marketing to point people towards these NBA packs. Now I'm very excited about this release. I think that they've done a good job. The one question mark for me is how did they price the different parallels? I think that is going to be the one question mark, because the base cards and the insert cards have been very, very consistent, and they've done really well. And so we found that they've sold out very fast. They've been very profitable, very fun experience with the different challenge rewards. But then with the parallels, we've had different pricing. Sometimes they're a little high, sometimes they're surprisingly low, like the baseball silver parallels. But it's going to be interesting to see how they price them and kind of what they learned from the first run. Now I think the inflation from 1800 to 2000 is very good and very reasonable. I absolutely love that they've mixed in short prints into the base cards. I think that is excellent. I think it makes pack ripping more fun. Now, as far as my predictions, I expect that the insert cards are going to continue to do well, as well as all the challenge rewards. The one big difference is that they now have so many different parallels. There's 7 different parallels. There's a parallel for everyone because there's varying different mint counts. I think the effect it's going to have is that I think it's actually going to keep the base card resale price fairly low on the secondary market. And so I don't expect those to be a great investment. They still will have some value, especially if they use those during challenges, but I think those are going to stay in that, 2 to 5 range for quite some time, unless it's one of these short prints, which will do a little better. But I expect that a lot of the collectors are going to gravitate towards one of the various tiers of the parallels. I know that for myself, I'm not going to go after every parallel. I'm going to pick maybe one or two and kind of target those, get close to a set build, or at least get all the players that I would like. So I do think that that's going to keep the base card prices low on the secondary market, but at the same time, I think that's going to make the parallels a little bit more desirable and a little bit more collectible. So guys, that's the 2021-22 NBA Prizm set. Once again, you can click the link in the YouTube description or the pinned comment to download this checklist. You can highlight it or make it yours however you wish. You can just kind of use that as a framework. And then remember, tomorrow, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, you can get these base cards. And then expect the rest of November, to be have lots of different inserts and parallels, especially from basketball, and who knows, maybe we'll get another sport as well. Okay guys, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys on Saturday. Till next time, peace out.